Hello, quilters. It's here. It's time for our mystery quilt. I have been working on the blanket fort. I think I designed this in early 2020 or mid 2020. It was a nice get together with friends of mine on Zoom whenever we were all separated, and we were all in our blanket forts quilting alone. So I thought this would be a great time to share it with you. So blanket fort, you should have um, you should have been able to download your fabric requirements, and I'm seeing many of you logged on. Leave me a comment so I can see if the comments are working. So I am still checking to see that it has published on the class that the I uploaded step one, clue one, but it isn't showing up online yet. Janet, I'm so glad you're here. Um, if If it doesn't show up online, I'm gonna put it on my Facebook page. I'm just gonna publish the, pattern on my Facebook page, and you can go there, and I will, publish it sooner. Let's see, Savannah Helm, it's good to see you. Where are you visiting from? This has been a great day. So my first step, the first step looks like this. And again, I've already published it. It's just a matter of the website that I use turning it on. Oh, step one is up. Step one is up. Oh, good. Thank you. I was like, I was getting that nervous sweat. I'm like, oh, I didn't want to put it up too early. Let's see, Carol, I'm so glad you're here. And you are from Missouri. Welcome. So step one, you should be able to download your sheet like this. What you do is you cut big squares out of fabrics 1 and 2. Now, I told you I was going to be working with triangles. Working with stripes on one of my fabrics. So I chose one of my fabrics to be a stripe, and that's fabric 1, I believe. And whenever I cut mine, you can see some of my stripes are going left and right, and some are going up and down. Now, what I've done is when the way I know what the quilt's gonna look like and you don't. So I've decided to make half of my stripes go one way and half of my stripes go the other way. Be sure to pay attention to this because you can also choose to have all of your stripes go the same way, but either all the same way or half and half. I have a quilt that hangs in the center hall of my house that it has all the triangles going the one way except one set because I didn't pay attention to how I cut them. So just be prepared. Um, I when they lay out, do you want all the stripes in your whole quilt to go the same direction, or do you want them to go perpendicular from the center out? That's your decision if you want to make them all go the same way or half and half. Now, to make sure that I know how my stripes are going to go, I put my stripes going I put my stripe fabric down, and as I'm cutting it, as I'm doing my diagonal line, I always draw my diagonal line from the top left to the bottom right. So I draw half of them that way, and then half of them I turn the stripe the other way and still draw the line the same way. So that way I'm sure that I'm half and half and half. So Savannah, you need to go back to the other video and decide how to number the fabric. You can choose. It's a mystery. Uh, you can put your stripe in several places, but I chose to put it in the hardest place, just in case someone put a stripe there, to let them know how to divide their stripes. Number one, to be careful how you're cutting your triangles. Um, so you are going to cut 8 9 by 9 squares. You are going to make a bunch of triangles here. You're going to make 16 triangle blocks. I have 8 going left and right, and I have 8 going up and down. And if you're not using a stripe, just make all 16, no problem. And you are going to put the your 8.5-inch blocks that you've cut. You have 4 of fabric 1 and 4 of fabric 2, and you're going to put them aside for another step. It's pretty simple. Can you see that why I have this not a weekly one? It's an hourly one. It's just a one day, get it done, have some fun. This is a great quilt that you should be able to accomplish in a day. I'm not going to finish mine today because I have computer work to do behind the scenes. Um, so I have one finished already that I'll show you at the end for the reveal on step 4. So let's see. I'm assuming you're going to start getting quilted now. Start quilting now. So you're ready to go in Ohio and Westchester, Pennsylvania. Um, Carol, Happy New Year. And Heather is in Australia, in Melbourne, Australia, and it is really, really, really early in Australia. So she's our trooper getting up early. And hello in Kissimmee. Savannah, one was good for focus fabrics. Number 5. 5 is where I have my focus fabric. That's what you're going to see the most of, and there you go. Let's see. Let me scroll down to some more contents. Let's see. You had to go to YouTube. Facebook threw me off. Facebook's meanie. Hello in Minnesota. You haven't chosen your fabric. You have an idea. I understand. Savannah, this is fun for a cold day. It is. I'm not even sure what the weather is because I didn't wake up until 11 o'clock this morning. I've been battling the mother of all colds. And today's the first day in it's day 10 that I'm starting to feel human, but I got tons of sleep last night and it really helped. Holly, Happy New Year. Pamela, you just joined. You'll catch up. This is an easy one-day quilt. As long as you're in, you can have the patterns and the steps and forever. And I'm going to actually download these videos into the class as well. Not that they're very exciting, but they'll be in there for you to watch if you like. I am going to close the class after today, though. So if you are watching but haven't joined the class yet, join the class because I'm going to close it and you won't be able to get in. Gina has your clue. You're no longer clueless. Well, you're partially clueless because you only have one clue. I have all the clues. I'm clue full, Miss Gina. So Joyce, a first video was referenced. I did a Facebook Live video that I can download and put in the class, just talking about I wrote out a blog post. It's all written in the introduction of the class as well. It's written on the introductory page of the class. So I will make sure it's all in the class that you can reference it. And I will pull in the video. Let's see. Carol, you're loving the color of my scarf. Thank you. My daughter-in-law made this for me for Christmas. And I sat down going, I have like dark hair and gray sticking out because, we just went with curls today. And I'm just wearing a black shirt and I looked really bleh. So need a little pop for the video. Carol, I am better. I thought it was the cold that was never going to end. It's going to be a good 2-weeker, but on day 10, I'm willing to live again. Yes, I am feeling much better. And hello, Nancy in Maryland. So Joyce, go. I hope you are logged in on the Teachable class. That is, you can go to debbiebrownquilts.com, click on online classes button, and that will take you over. The very first class is Blanket Fort. Join it. It's free. And that's where the written pattern is, and you'll be able to get that. So hopefully that helps for you. You are 104 Fahrenheit in Melbourne, which is exactly the opposite of what we have going on. We are 28, which is about 2 or 3 below for you. But that's not even that cold. We've been down to, 10 below already Celsius. So I'm so glad everybody is here and joining along in quilting. I really want you to, when you finish your quilt at the end, join Debbie Brown's Machine Quilting Studio and put your pictures in there because that's where you can ask me questions in live time. I can't do questions in the classes because it actually changes the taxes internationally. And as you can see in our comments, we do have international. So Joyce, good. We got you hooked up. Okay. So I'm not going to be stitching throughout the day. I'm going to be doing computer work behind the day to make this work. So I'll be uploading clues as we go. I'll be back again at 2 o'clock to say hello and to pull just to introduce the next one. So you can join in then if you like or not. Totally up to you. But I'll be doing computer work behind the scenes, trying to get the video in and make sure you have all the content that you need. Just have a fun quilt. It's a 56 by 56-inch quilt. It's not that big. It's not that difficult to make. It's a great quilt that we're going to practice machine quilting on, because after this, I go right into 21 days from quilt top to quilted. So if you want to quilt this quilt on your home sewing machine, I'm going to show 2 ways how to do it. So we can quilt on your walking foot one way and then quilt with free motion. If you're a long arm quilter, you're going to go with the free motion, but I'm going to be doing it all on the home machine. I'm set up to film on home sewing machines. Let's see. So Pamela, you warmed up to -3 Fahrenheit. Ooh, ooh. No, we only got down to like that. I didn't get below 0. My daughter did. She lives about 125 kilometers north of me. So she got down below 0, but I did not. So I'm sorry. It's a great day to stay in and quilt when it's that cold. Ick, ick, ick. So I'm going to sign off, get some computer work done here. I'll be back at 2 o'clock New York time and by the way, I'm terrible at time zones. Like, I don't know, is it Eastern time or is it Eastern Daylight Time or is it Eastern Standard Time? It's whatever time it is in New York. I have to put the onus on you because I don't know time zones. And I also, if I teach in another time zone, it messes me up terribly. And when I taught in Adelaide, um, Adelaide has a half-hour time zone in Australia, and I'm like, "You're just gonna have to knock on my door and pick me up because I don't know." That was before the phones and the watches updated all that automatically. So I can't handle an hour time zones. I can't even imagine half-hour time zones. So y'all are much smarter than I am. Happy quilting. I'll be back in an hour, and I'll put up another quilt for you. So take care, stay warm.